Hey guys, obviously you can tell I'm not home, but that's not going to stop me from making another Dollar Store DVDs. That's right folks, it's the series where I review some of the wacky and wild films you can find for just around $1. And today, we're going to have a fun one. Today we got Quest for the Unicorn. Released in 2018, this film also went under the name The Wishing Forest. Now the front cover only just has the title along with some of the characters on it, but the back actually has a small little paragraph which I'll read now. A beautiful, desperate widow goes on a dangerous quest to meet a mythical, grant-wishing unicorn who lies deep in the cannibal-infested Wishing Forest. Before long, she discovers she's being tracked by the deadliest cannibal of all, a bloodthirsty savage who feasts on the hearts of his victims. Now look, I don't want to have to sit here and give any spoilers, but this description on the back of the booklet here, yeah, that's the entirety of the 76-minute film summarized into one paragraph. That's it. Fun fact, in order for a film to be considered feature length, it has to be 84 minutes in length. Keep that in mind, that's going to come up later when I talk about it. I don't want to waste any time, let's get started. The movie opens up with this clusterfuck of lens flares, along with this very perplexed woman who's just walking around. Oh, and there's the unicorn. Wow, look at the That horn looks like a dildo. Now look, I'm sorry to put that image in your head, but I mean, it's a dildo, you know? Because when you have a horn and the cartilage and everything, it stays straight, you know? It's pointed, it doesn't move around or fluctuate. That thing's just jiggling up and down, you know? My nose doesn't jiggle up and down when I talk, it's just there, you know? This is a dildo. We are watching a horse with a dildo strapped to its head running around, and we're supposed to convince ourselves that it's a unicorn. This is going to be a shit show. At this point, she wakes up from her trance to find the same horse without the horn, and now she's chained up. Hey, look at that. That man's getting brutally murdered by our first cannibal. Gotta make the video not safe for kids. Thanks, Perez sisters. She finds the keys and quickly makes her escape. At this point, we are greeted with the opening credits sequence. Majority of the opening credits is just this cannibal running around with a heart in its hands. Turns out the heart was for this chick who's wearing the antlers, and apparently she's the queen. That's the one big plot twist from the back cover. As you guys can see, it says his it's probably not going to zoom in. There you go. It says his victims. It's actually a her. So, surprise. Now, I think this is actually a really good time for me to point out that we are 11 minutes into this film, and I have zero context as to what's going on. But that's okay, because we get to meet our dear friend, Chained Up Man. The protagonist helps uncuff the friend, and they quickly escape before being eaten. It's at this point that you should start to notice some lip flap and lip sync issues, and you're probably wondering why. Well, that's because they went and ADR'd the entire fucking film. Every sound is artificial. There is not one sound that I could find that came from the natural environment. There's not even room tone. I'm honestly amazed at the fact that they were able to create a film without any natural sounds whatsoever. This, of course, managed to get worse when we had to start introducing characters into the story, because the names that I managed to get were Cordius, Billy, and Queer. I'll go ahead and list out all the character names right here for you, and each time that they pop on the screen for the first time, I'll just go ahead and flash the name for you. It doesn't really matter that much, though, because in the grand scheme of things, half the characters actually get their name mentioned, and the other half don't. And the half that do get their name mentioned, it only appears once in the film, so it's kind of pointless to have names for them to begin with. So the thief and the unicorn lover start to go searching for the unicorn, and this is the moment where you start to see the transition shots. So throughout the film, they use these kinds of movement shots to help transition from one scene to the other. And if you end up taking all of those movement shots out and you just left the dialogue and the fight sequences in it, it'd be the proper length for a short film. But as you add all those in there, you get to something that's just slightly short of a feature-length film. So to me, it seems like they were trying their hardest to make this feature-length film, when in reality, all they had was the script for a short-length film. And it's just kind of a very confusing decision on their part to really go towards the side of a feature-length film when you already have what should be, on the surface level, a perfectly fine short-length film. We get a good fight sequence here as they merely escape the cannibal, including Princess Bitch here taking out the Rock. They escape the cannibal, which allows for Princess Bitch to give her backstory. And not only is this writing lackluster, but her actual fucking delivery is piss poor.
I needed to get into the Forbidden Forest, as only the condemned are brought here. Being arrested and sentenced to death was my only way in.
We get another shot of her and the unicorn, and oh God, oh no, no.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
Why are you making this character horny? Why are you creating this interaction in which it seems so euphoric and like she's about to like climax or something? This is disgusting. You show this for children? For children. This is ridiculous. We get more of those transition movement shots before stumbling upon two people fighting in the forest. I agree, Mr. Thief. It's too dangerous to view a fight from 500 feet away. Now, Princess Bitch decides that she wants to help out this man, and how does she do it? Well, take a fucking guess. She throws a fucking rock. Let's fucking go! While the cannibal is stunned, she uses her keys to help set him free, and then we get to see this Hercules-looking motherfucker choke him out. And the weird thing about this Hercules-looking motherfucker is when he chokes him out, you hear bones cracking and blood, which normally, like, when you snap someone's neck, that's what I expect. But, like, when you're choking somebody to try to pass them out, you don't really do that. So how strong is this motherfucker? Like, Jesus Christ, if he's able to fucking, you know, put somebody in a chokehold and snap their neck, that's just insane. Once again, we get more of those transition shots, only this time Hercules is now following Princess Bitch, and the cannibal is following Hercules. You know, the one that he choked out before. The two finally notice that Hercules is following them, and quite literally, they yawn to look at him. Like, really? Of all the options you had on the table, you went with yawning. Just the most, like, basic, stereotypically obvious someone's looking at you. And of course, Hercules doesn't fucking know because the script writing, you know, allows for him to be completely clueless to this. But, like, my God, how did somebody think this was okay? The two ultimately confront Hercules, and Princess Bitch calls him out for not talking.
You're my last chance.
Oh my God, is that you, Arnold? Arnold fucking Schwarzenegger? 10 out of 10 film. A+, this is honestly the best film we've seen so far. Like, Arnold fucking Schwarzenegger's in it. I mean, why would you not want to watch this film? This is brilliant. This is amazing. The cannibal sneaks up on them and attacks Arnold/Hercules, but he's able to fend them off. A quick fight sequence and transition shots gets us to allow Princess Bitch to elaborate a little bit more on her backstory. God, is this character so fucking lackluster. I really just need something, anything, to just give a little bit of a twist. Oh snap, the thief is dead. And oh my God, it's the horny queen from earlier. I didn't know she had a bow. Princess Bitch runs away from the horny queen, and we get to see the horny queen orgasm as she drinks the thief's blood. Who thought this was okay? Who thought this was a good idea? This is so bad. Oh my God. Princess Bitch runs behind a tree and cries for the thief who is dead. She doesn't take too long though, because she has to get back up to do more of those transition shots. Hercules, who's damaged from the fight, manages to find another sword and goes off to find Princess Bitch all over again. So Princess Bitch tries to casually walk away from Hercules because she has an appointment. Like, what the fuck is this writing? Of course, Hercules keeps following her and we reach a waterfall. And this is the moment where I just want to take the time to point out how lazy of a film this is. For the past 20 minutes of the film, we haven't seen one shot that's back in like green, luscious land. It's just been all wintry snow. And for the rest of the film, you're just going to see more of that wintry snow. This is just one shot placed in the middle of it. Why do you keep this shot in? It's completely disorienting and just disrupts the flow of the movie. It's a pointless transition shot, and it's more of that just like lazy work that they're putting into this. The writing, the acting, the special effects, the sound, all of it's just so lazy, and I don't know why. Like, I get this if this was just a no-budget film, but this film got a $100,000 budget. There's no reason that it should be like this. I mean, literally, later on in the film, they artificially add in snow. It's not real snow, it's fake snow. You're in the middle of a forest with a bunch of snow and you can't find one day where it's snowing to film on? What's wrong with you? The cannibals end up catching back up to Hercules, and this is where Hercules manages to take one fatal blow straight to the shoulder. He quickly manages to, bounce off of that and quickly run to save Princess Bitch, who of course throws a rock to take down the cannibal because she can't use any other weapon. It just has to be the rock, man. Hercules was clearly wounded from the attack and could not survive, after saving Princess Bitch. And Princess Bitch is clearly distraught when we quickly cut over to a shot of her with a unicorn and where she finds her family. She's all happy until we find out that she's actually dead and that the unicorn was fake all along. The end. I'm not going to waste any time. You guys know the drill. 1 to 10. 7's that nice sweet spot where it's a $1 deal, worth your time and effort. This film, I'm going to give it a 1.5 out of 10. Fucking horrendous. I've already talked about it in length, but it's just a lazy film. There's just bad writing, bad acting. There's ADR for everything, which just seems completely unnecessary. The special effects are just too gaudy and intense. But at the same time, I'm giving it that 0.5, and you may be wondering why. There's 2 reasons to it. First reason is the shot composition is actually pretty decent. I'm not expecting the best of the best here. This is not going to be an Avatar Blue People movie or the fucking Avengers or an Oscar nominated film. But they follow the rules, and that's all that matters to me. You know, that's an A+ in my book. There's actually some really cool shots in there. I like the shot with the owl. I enjoy the shot at the waterfall, even though it just completely disrupts the film. They do some very nice soft focusing in and out between characters. Like, shot compositionally speaking, it actually is a pretty decent film. The second one of these is a little bit of a cheat. Now, you see, I actually went and picked up the movie for $1. Like, I went to the dollar store, I have a hard copy of the movie. But up in the title card down there and in the description below, you will find a link to the movie in its entirety that has been uploaded to YouTube completely free for people to watch. And I think it has like a ridiculous amount of views, somewhere just south of 100,000, somewhere north of 10,000. It's got a decent amount of views there. For a film like this to be able to be, you know, free to watch, it kind of breaks my scale, because my scale relies on you paying $1 to see the film. While I don't recommend you ever waste an hour watching this film, at least it doesn't cost you money. So that, to me, is a second reason why it's just a scant snad above the 1 mark. Please go to hell. Like, this is the worst film of all time. All in all, Quest for the Unicorn is an absolute waste of time. I'm so glad that I got to see this and understand what improper filmmaking is, because this is just a fucking shit show on ice. Please, please, please don't watch it. But if you do, once again, link in the description, in the title card above. With that being said, like and favorite this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And comment down below what dollar deal DVDs you want me to review next. Until next time, I'm Tom, and thanks for watching. Bye!
Think that's what he wants?
I mean, he looks the sort. That's probably why they put him in chains in the first place.
Derp, 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 derp.